Hello, my name is Emelie and I live together with my daughter and our extended family.
I met up with Emelie, who is an artist living in the countryside of Dalsland. We are going to talk about her art in this video, but we're going to start with her living situation. She is the mother and sole guardian of her daughter Selma Rut, but has created an extended family with many adults who have parental-like roles for Selma.
My name is Emelie Rygfelt Wilander. I'm a textile artist living in Dalsland in a little village called Fengefors. So we're around like 500 people maybe living here. It's a wonderful life. And my living situation is like a little collective. It's me, my little daughter Selma Rut, who's 2 years old, Kimchi, the cat, Vera, she's like my friend and Selma's godmother and anknytningsperson for you Swedish people. It's like they have a close bond. So I have like 2 rooms that are, Vera has one and then the other one is like people moving in and out, and some people stay longer and some people stay shorter. It's like an open house situation and I sort of love that, to have a lot of people around, but I also like need my own space to be creative, because the creativity is like the main focus, except Selma, of course.
Let's start from the beginning to understand how she ended up living this life.
I thought that I'm not going to be a parent. That's not part of my life. I'm going to be an artist and do my thing, and I sort of been taking care of my own parents my whole life, so I was like, I'm done with that. And then I had some sort of process when my grandmother died, and things got like a little bit more whole, I guess. So then I had this realization that I wanted to make another link in the universe, that it's okay, I'm whole, I can do it, I can fix a broken chain maybe. Yeah, it's a very beautiful process to like raise a child and receive love and give love and like see her grow from that and be like a wonderful little person, loving others and loving herself mainly.
And this is why she ended up doing it alone.
Why I wanted to do it myself, it's because I didn't have another person, and I don't think of relationships that way, that you have to find one person and do everything together with that person. I wanted Selma to have lots of love and lots of people around her, but maybe not in like a nuclear family. Yeah, because I took a photograph of Selmas like porösa familj, not nuclear, the other way around. So it was like 20 people on the lake here, and it got presented in Homografiska 2 years ago, I think. You know, you say it takes a village to raise a child, and Selma has her village.
But it's one thing to dream about this setup and another thing to make it a reality.
When I decided to have Selma, I knew I wanted to do it myself. I knew that I wanted people involved, but I didn't know. I mean, I knew that I had a lot of people in my life and that they wanted me to have a child. And then you never know how things are going to turn out. Then Selma got born early, like 6 weeks, and I had to have like help in the beginning because she had like a son, and that had to be done like every 3rd hour for a month. It's easier when you're 2. So then Vera and Debs, her like extra grandma now, got involved early in that process. And then it was Corona, so you had to like create your Corona family. So it was like a little group around us already. And then I think when you don't do it this nuclear way, everyone that wants a child in their life can somehow have a place in it, because it's not this, it's more open, I guess. So it's sort of evolved into this beautiful thing. It's a process, I guess, like life.
Like we mentioned in the beginning, Emelie is a textile artist and she's very passionate about that.
Textile is my life and it's been forever. Yeah, it's the place I go to when I need to feel secure and to know what I'm doing. Before, when I went to art school, I thought like I'm gonna do things and present it to others, but then I realized that it is this feeling that I want to make other people understand, like the doing with textile. So now I mainly focus my work on doing workshops.
And she travels around and gathers groups that get to share their stories and create with textile.
And so people get to talk about their identity and like stories in their life, good and bad, and like, yeah, everything is sort of okay in the spaces I create. I call the workshops like super heroine processes. So you get to like say your superpower in the beginning, and it can be people have like all sorts of superpowers, right? Silence, or yeah, I can make people come together, or like, yeah. So you get to think and talk about that a little bit, and then you have to cut clothes apart, because that's also like clothes are very connected to identity, and they have a lot of like gender normative things in them. So I like to just and people always feel so then they get to put them together into new holes to suit them in different ways. And so that's the process I'm focusing on right now.
I asked Emelie what her superpower is.
I say that my superpower is that I know what textile wants to become, because I also do this like figurines that when textile just gets born into crazy figures. But that's not the most personal answer. That's a cheating one. When I'm at my best, I think it is to make other people like feel secure to tell their stories. I like to listen and to make spaces for people to talk and like get to know one another a little bit deeper.
Apart from the superheroine workshops, she also creates other things and has installations and exhibitions.
I mean, I do like installations, and before it was a lot about my childhood and to like process things that have happened to me, and now I sort of let go of that, and now I've become a mother, so then it's also a part of my work to process that, because it's a lot of it's a big change that I love, but you're also like tired and more angry than you were before, and also very much more happy.
And here are some final words from Emelie to you if you want to create a family that's in any way similar to hers.
If you want to create a family in a different way, you just start. Because I have no idea. I sort of said to a friend like 10 years ago, she asked me, what do you want, how do you want your life to look in like 10 years? And then I said like, yeah, I want to live in a house on the countryside, and yeah, I want to have a lot of people in it. The child wasn't part of the equation then, it happened later. So I think you have to like find what you want in your heart, and then I haven't made like conscious decisions. It's just, I just set the idea, and then it happens. When you're open, people feel it and they want to be part of it, I think. It sort of just happened. So I don't have the perfect recipe, but I think it's possible. And of course it is sort of scary too, but if you feel afraid, then like sort of go in that direction, because it will happen. Do not let the fear hinder you.
If you enjoyed watching that video,
please like, comment, subscribe and share the video. I really appreciate you showing your love in that way. If you also want to support the channel financially, that's possible via Patreon, but really no pressure. See you next time!